When Subaru redesigned the Outback in 2010, they made the largest departure from the previous model than they ever had before. The Outback was no longer simply a wagon version of the Legacy. The 2010 Outback became a raised wagon version of the Legacy. The 2010 Outback is 2 inches wider, 3 inches taller, and 1 inch shorter than the 2009 model. Was Subaru's decision to give its station wagon SUV qualities a good one? Let's find out. When looking at the Outback, it's clear that Subaru wanted the consumer to know the vehicle has all-wheel drive before the salesman even has time to tell you about it. The Outback bears abundant, rugged plastic cladding, conspicuously large arches in the wheel well, and hawkeye swooped headlights surrounding a chrome grille that seems to be mischievously grinning all the time. The hood has muscular creases, while the rest of the car is modestly contoured. Overall, the Outback achieves significant road presence without the enormous grilles and omnipresent lines and folds on the cars of the late 2010s. Under the hood is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder horizontally opposed boxer engine, making 170 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 170 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM. This engine is paired with a CVT, or continuously variable transmission. The 2010 Outback was also offered with a 3.6-liter six-cylinder boxer engine, making 256 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 247 foot-pounds of torque at 4,400 RPM. The six-cylinder is paired with a 5-speed automatic transmission. The EPA rated the gas mileage of the four-cylinder at 22 city, 29 highway. This is a significant improvement over the 2009's 20 city, 26 highway. The six-cylinder received a rating of 18 city, 25 highway. Like every Subaru, except the BRZ, the Outback's drivetrain delivers power to all four wheels. When driving the Outback, the word that comes to mind is comfortable. With McPherson struts in the front, double wishbones in the rear, and four-wheel independent suspension, the Outback does a commendable job soaking up imperfections in the road. The rear suspension feels a little bit stiffer than the front over bumps, but the ride is quite smooth overall. Subaru anticipates its customers will take its vehicles on some light off-roading excursions. Fortunately, they tuned the Outback's chassis in a way that allows it to behave well on gravel, snow, and the open road. There is a moderate amount of weight in the steering. However, there is not a very direct feel from the driver's hands to the front tires. In turns, the Outback's body lean and the slightly indirect steering feel eliminates any opportunity to describe the driving experience as sporty. Otherwise, handling is quite responsive and secure. Noise levels are quite impressive. Wind noise is imperceptible, and on the highway, only some light white noise makes its way into the cabin. This Outback is equipped with 17-inch Michelin Defender all-season tires. These tires have plenty of grip in the dry, wet, snow, and create indiscernible levels of road noise. Acceleration is leisurely with the four-cylinder. 170 horsepower is not a lot to carry around 3,500 pounds of Outback, and the CVT lets the driver know it with moderate droning when accelerating aggressively. The CVT attempts to create a fake upshift at lower speeds to emulate a conventional automatic, but it won't fool everybody. Occasionally, the Outback will surprise the driver with more acceleration than they wanted after a slight delay from pressing the gas pedal. The Outback comes with a manual mode paired with steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. In this mode, the CVT creates 6 artificial gears, but transitions between gears are lengthy and there are a few glitches. First to second gear doesn't always produce a true upshift, and when exiting a corner in fourth when the car wants to be in third, if the driver downshifts to third, the Outback will skip to second, causing the RPMs to skyrocket unexpectedly. Additionally, the steering wheel mounted shifters are not always easy to reach if the driver wants to shift in a tight turn. Interior trim of the Outback is perfectly acceptable for its MSRP of $25,300 for the premium trim with the 4-cylinder engine. The doors are lined with a black leatherette trim, cushy armrests, and a stainless steel textured plastic. All dashboard materials are hard to the touch, but are aesthetically pleasing and nicely textured. The gauges are easy to read and include a unique real-time miles per gallon meter. This meter essentially moves in tandem with the position of the gas pedal. The 10-way power driver's seat is quite comfortable with modest bolstering to keep the driver in place and lots of shoulder and headroom. While the seat cushion angle can be adjusted, the overall length is short, so thigh support may be lacking for longer-legged drivers. The rear seats, which do recline, are also comfortable, although their seat cushions are on the short side as well, resulting in only tolerable thigh support. Leg and headroom are abundant even for larger individuals. While the 2010 Outback lost an inch of overall length compared to the 2009 model, its wheelbase grew almost 3 inches, resulting in an almost 4-inch gain in rear seat legroom. However, the premium trim lacks rear air vents. Given the large cabin, it doesn't take long for a rear occupant to feel a bit sweaty on hot summer days. With its station wagon silhouette, it's no surprise that the 2010 Subaru Outback is a very practical package. Cargo capacity is 34.3 cubic feet, more than twice that of the Legacy, plenty for several suitcases. With the 60/40 rear seats folded down, cargo capacity increases to a whopping 71.3 cubic feet, enough for a bike or a lawnmower. The trunk comes with a cargo cover and a rugged cargo mat. Underneath the mat is a styrofoam storage area with cubbies. Underneath that is a spare tire. There is not much high-tech in the 2010 Subaru Outback 4-cylinder Premium, however it is still rich with features including daytime running lights, fog lights, stability control, standard all-wheel drive, an AM/FM radio with CD player and audio input, multiple storage spaces, an easy-to-use climate control system, leather-wrapped steering wheel with cruise control and audio control buttons, illuminated vanity mirrors, 6 cup holders, power windows and mirrors, heated front seats, and adjustable roof rails that can flip out, be slid across the roof without scratching, and pop into place on the other side to create cross rails. Unfortunately, the 2010 Outback 4-cylinder Premium feels more like a product of the 2000s than the 2010s when it comes to infotainment, lacking a touchscreen or Bluetooth connectivity. It also doesn't come with a rear-view camera, although rear visibility is quite good. One glaring omission from the 2010 Outback is folding side mirrors. Folding mirrors appeared on the 2009 and 2011 model, but seem to be forgotten by the Subaru engineers for the 2010 version. Overall, the substantial 2010 redesign for the Subaru Outback only improved the recipe Subaru had used since 1995. Its raised ride height gives the car an impressive 8.7 inches of ground clearance for some light off-roading and allows easier access for passengers. Its CVT transmission gives the 4-cylinder improved fuel economy, and its altered dimensions provide excellent interior space for passengers and cargo. If you are looking for a moderately priced all-wheel drive vehicle that sits up high, drives well, and has a lot to offer, but doesn't have the appearance of every other SUV on the road, take a look at the Subaru Outback.